Welcome to Crypto Corner. Michael's the crypto expert. Thank you. There was a pillow on this end. So, let's do an update, a quickie update.
All right.
In the crypto space, there have been many bad players giving cryptocurrency a bad name. We're here to dispel that. Oduwa Coin, which we proudly back because we're proudly part of the Oduwa Kingdom. We're there on the board. This is a good one with a good purpose. We're involved in some other cryptocurrencies which might be going up. For example, the 5G miner called Helium with the Helium antennas has had an upgrade which was installed over the internet to the miners. And now all these miners, the ones I have, the ones Michael have at the different various locations, are ripping. They're just going really good. They're really good.
That's right. Yeah, an update on Helium. I learned about Helium in 2020, May 2020, and at that time there was only about 50,000 nodes, miners online at that time. This was May 2020. Jumping forward almost 3 years later, 2 years and 9 months later, there's 985,000 nodes online.
Those are the ones that the miner with the antenna.
And what has happened during those almost 3 years is that the network would kind of gridlock, and people would put several antennas within the house, like myself, but I haven't spread out now, and the network reception would drop. So incrementally, Helium would release an upgrade, and we just had a great upgrade this whole week. And so I have 13 antennas up, and every single antenna is getting 100% reception. And it went from 50, 2/3, a quarter to 100. Today, just checking the data, because of this new upgrade, to incentivize the continued growth, right? If you're stagnant, no new users will onboard. I could probably do screenshot and
yeah, it's all blurry when I do that.
I can send you some screenshots. What happens is when the new users come on board, they want to be incentivized, and the old morale, like organizational culture, people like be pessimistic and be like, look, it's not growing. They'll be asking new users will be asking the old users to recommend joining the network. And old users will say, no, it's not growing, it's stagnant, it's not worth it. But now that the company is expanding and incentivizing further growth for the new users to come on board and continue to benefit the old users who sacrificed, we all kind of grow. So this is a really positive thing for Helium Network. They're expanding farther now. And
the different areas are hexagons as an area. Now, where I'm at the house, there's 3 antenna at my place. There's 2 others, and that's in the same hexagon, which is, how big are the hexagons?
300 meters.
300 meters. One is at full capacity. There's another person with a Bobcat miner, full capacity. There's another miner using a Linksdocs, who's on a 0.13. Now mine were what? What was a Bobcat at the house?
Bobcat 300. It's called Bobcat 300.
No. What was my? It was like a 0.38.
Oh,
remember?
Yeah, your Bobcat was doing 0.3.
0.3.
And on the screen, you'll insert and edit you'll see the full.
This post.
Oh, they want to see this stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'll put it on. Yeah, they want to see this. What we're talking about.
But it's the strength of the antenna. How much information is coming in and going out, and from that's where you get mining rewards. So if your antenna is going high, there you go. You could put that in there for the users. Okay, sure. Okay, you can edit some of the scores. It went up, and since they had this upgrade, I have 1 Bobcat and 2 rack miners for Helium, and they're all at 1.0, which is basically 100%, which is, what was this, yesterday?
Yeah. So let me send you the old one, and you could kind of drop that in there
Okay.
and drop the new one if you want.
Okay, send me the old one.
And yeah, and now it's at 100, and you could see noticeable difference.
So we've been doing the helium, and I've seen other people with videos. I can't remember their names, and I wouldn't tell you if they, but whatever. But I've seen people that were completely into the helium and all this stuff with the miners and the antennas and all this technical with the antennas, and then they got out of helium because it wasn't mining enough money for them. So what's helium cost right now? What's the value of helium? It's only like $2.50. Yeah, it's not that much.
$2-3, yeah.
$2 or $3, and it used to be 20, right?
Mm-hmm.
At one point, it was at 20.
It was at $55 at the peak of the market, and then the early investors got out. Pre-2020, they all got out.
Yeah,
They took their profits, and then I kind of came on board as an early adapter.
yeah. So it got this like migration when people go out, and sometimes, but when it gets good, everybody wants to come back in. FOMO and
So
all that
people
stuff.
start FOMOing later on this year. But for us,
FOMOing
hopefully
at
you
the
guys
mouth.
some of you that are watching is already have a miner set up.
So that's our helium update. Now, Oduwa Coin, which is a digital currency, and it is big. Its main goal is to help the bankless and underbanked. Is it underbanked? You know, people without a bank, like in Africa, the whole continent. But it is a worldwide thing. So, what countries has Oduwa? It's like I've seen Belgium, France.
Yeah,
over.
I mean, like with some of the blockchains,
USA?
I could do you can go out to like the Explorer, and you could see the nodes around the world are connected.
Yeah, there's like
But
so that's oduwaexplorer.com. So oduwaexplorer.com. You go on that Explorer, you just scroll down and see where all these transactions. It shows the transactions. You see all the countries. It has a little flag on there too. And you can still go to oduwa.io, oduwacoin.io, and that's the main website. And you can still get old versus new. He's texting me. You can get mining wallets for Mac, Windows, and what's the other one? Ubuntu. And in whatever operating system your laptop, because it's mining on a laptop. And here's what's cool. Bitcoin is not anything but proof of work. And you have Bitcoin, gigantic farms of miners the miner costs money, and it costs a lot of electricity to use. And they were doing this for big money, proof of work, on which Bitcoin is based, and all the other alternate coins that are on. Bitcoin's up, all the other alternate coins, they're like attached to Bitcoin like that on that giant blockchain. They're all using proof of work, and that costs really, literally, a lot of electricity. So, like all these mining farms, and they're getting ecologically,
eco-friendly.
Well, it's turning into a concern. We have green energy, renewable energy, and things like that. And you have all these Bitcoin farms that are using the Bitcoin farms that are using the same amount of energy as the annual usage of electricity in Belgium or something.
Right.
It's like all this, and that is going to be a problem where Bitcoin mining or any proof of work mining is basically going to be the way of the dinosaur. And my light went out. It's still recording. Those Bitcoin proof of work mining things are just too much like a gas guzzler car. They're guzzling electricity. And I think that's why those are going to go bye-bye.
Long term, next generation to get the.
Not right now, not overnight.
Yeah. So it's a phase out process. Because people are just, electricity is expensive. For example, here in Hawaii, we pay 30 on the lower end. We pay 39 a kilowatt hour, and then you press a certain threshold, it can go up to 48 cents per kilowatt hour. That's here in Hawaii, and we're the most adopted state with solar panels. I think
Use more solar panels than you can shake a tea leaf.
Over a third of homes, or close to that, already have solar on them, and we still pay the highest electricity. And versus mainland, it's 15, 20 cents less a kilowatt hour. So, needless to say, whatever you are, electricity is going up.
Everything's expensive in Hawaii because it's an island in the middle of the North Pacific, basically.
Yeah.
And you have the mainland, you got other companies, and they got these, and our electric company is like the only one. We only have one newspaper. We're built on monopolies and unions, so we're kind of screwed. So everything's expensive.
But back to use case of proof of stake on that tangent.
Use case, where people use the thing. Bitcoin was meant to buy and sell goods, a digital cash, a digital currency.
And it's slowly...
It's meant to be like, oh, I have Bitcoin, I'm going to buy coffee, blink with my QR code, or I'm going to buy pizza, blink with my... It's sort of meant to be.
Right.
But it's not that now. It's a big monster. It's like Bitcoin is gold bullion, it seems to be treated as.
Right. Bitcoin is turning to wealth storage. It's taken on the capacity to be stored as a digital gold now.
Long run gains just by holding on to it. Now, Oduwa Coin is just getting started. It's built just like Bitcoin in a lot of ways, yes?
Correct. The difference is by going on its own blockchain, and you can do your own research.
Blockchain.
There's about 24 solid blockchains, and Oduwa blockchain, which is the Africa's blockchain for the African market, an indigenous community like Bora Bora in Hawaii. It's the market designed to compete with Bitcoin for the indigenous community, who tend to be the last ones to join the market. So just know that later on you will hear about Oduwa Coin, but for now it's slow adoption.
Yeah.
Anyways, Oduwa Coin is designed in a way that it has a 2-minute settlement. Bitcoin, 10-minute. 120 seconds versus 10 minutes.
Yeah, so you can actually buy coffee with it or buy the slice of pizza. Well, when it gets to that purchase point.
I mean, if you had to wait, and if you have a merchant that's not trusting you, like, look, I want blockchain confirmation, I will wait 2 minutes, then so be it. But normally people will trust, they see the scan, they get a check mark, and they go. And they'll have processed that the blockchain will...
That's when you have
settle on its own.
Merchants who are adopting Oduwa Coin as a form of payment, and they will have the QR code, and you can have your wallet on your phone and do the QR code scan and have an instant transaction. Well, I guess you put in the amount and all that. And then it's instant, yes?
Right. It's instantly reflective, correct? So most blockchains and cryptocurrencies, I'll just generally speak, and I'll get back to kind of answer your question for the audience on the difference between Bitcoin and Oduwa Coin.
Yeah.
Is that most blockchains, when you scan the QR code, we all know this, right away you see check, right? So for that purpose, merchant will not want to wait the whatever minutes it takes.
Okay, battery switch. Yeah. Okay, one thing I gotta remember to mention is that Oduwa Coin, because it is a digital cash, and for the usually unbanked, for mostly purpose for the unbanked African communities, right, and stuff, but for everyone can do this. Oduwa Coin, is on proof of stake. So I just got to emphasize that. You might already know that. Proof of work, Bitcoin, lots of electricity. Proof of stake, nah. Why as much electricity as what? Alarm clock? Electric alarm clock? Because it's on your computer.
Software. It's a software.
It's a software.
So no electricity.
If you're using your computer, it's not even, it's barely nothing with electricity. Whereas the other thing is major consumption of electricity, so it's going to have bad prospects in the future because of that.
Yeah, in fact, exactly. Major electricity. We've seen this online, the big pictures of farmhouses, these ventilated warehouses full of CPUs. And you go in there, it sounds like an ocean.
Yeah, they got to cool them with the fans, Oftentimes they go to countries that have low rent with these
Yeah.
big warehouse spaces, and already it's like frozen Nordic temperatures
Like
from the
Iceland,
atmosphere.
there's a few warehouses like that.
Just go search for Bitcoin. That's a famous one. So they are always Bitcoin because it has the most money, and everyone's attracted to the most money.
Yeah, exactly.
The pictures are just—it's like gargantuan. This is like it's on your laptop, and it's like, oh, there's my wallet,
So
and there's a mining wallet, mines.
So why proof of stake? Well, like mentioned, most importantly, no electricity, and then equipment. Don't forget the equipment, the CPUs, the knowledge to put it all together, renting out shelves, and then building the warehouse, building the land, all that stuff. So
That's proof of work, yeah.
So
proof of stake, you download a free wallet.
A free software, a proprietary software on any blockchain that offers it. In our case, it's www.oduwacoin.io, and scroll down and you will see the 4 links to 4 different computer softwares: Windows, Mac, Ubuntu, and Daemon. That's the 4th one, Daemon. And you just download the software and load it with coin. So proof of stake works is that you have a stake in the ecosystem. You load it with coin.
How do you buy a Duo Coin?
Yeah, great. That's a
beginner question.
A great question. How do you buy a Duo Coin? There's 3 ways. For the beginners, you can use your bank card. Really, it's accepted in over 130 countries with over 130 currencies. Go to literally type in buy Oduwa Coin on Google, and you will get a website to Simplex. There you can put your bank card information. The first time user, you have to do the KYC, know your customer. The companies kind of want to know, make sure you're not a thief, you're not somebody else you're not supposed to be. So once you do that, you go through that process, then you could just literally, after that, you can buy with your iPhone. If you have an Apple Pay or Google Pay, you could just double click or face scan and you can buy it, put in the amount. It's really that easy. Once you go through the KYC process, you register Oduwa Pay wallet, you put in you got to put in the reception QR digits to receive the coin. You go through that process. First time is always the longest, KYC, but then it's easy.
And there's videos on that on the aduacoin.io website. Yeah, there's videos on it too.
Super easy. Leave a comment. Leave a comment on if you liked Oduwa topic on the proof of stake versus proof of work, or if you want to learn about Helium. All right, leave a comment which one you want.
Yeah, and also since we're going to wrap up here, I'm just saying what else we gotta think with Oduwa. It's right now. It's not like something for day trading. Quickie day trading.
It's brand new. You gotta invest your time and energy.
This is
research.
With what?
With proof of stake software, you gotta invest your computer to have the software on. So if you have a computer,
lot of times people already have a computer.
Yeah, it's true. So I'm not even asking.
It's like downloading a free software wallet, So, but in buying the Duo Coin right now, it's at what, 25 cents or something?
25 cents, yeah.
25 cents about there.
2.5 million coins remaining to be sold out of the vault. It's called Genesis Vault, and after that, it's gonna go on the secondary market, Coinbase, Binance, etc. Because there'll be enough market to pay a listing fee.
So the primary market right now is like we're buying it from Oduwa
vault,
right?
Directly,
and there's a vault. Locked. And there's only 21 million coins ever. That's it. It's a done 21 million, just like
maximum supply.
Just like Bitcoin did. 21 million only. And then there's only 2.5
million to sell out of the vault.
Yeah, so when that runs dry, the vault with 2.5 million, and when those are bought and gone, Oduwa's not going to be able to sell Oduwa Coin, but Oduwa Coin will be on the market. So then you have to go to the secondary market, which is buying it on exchanges.
And buy it from us, the primary market purchasers, when we sell it to you.
Or somebody else who has Oduwa Coin.
Or go and mine it. How you do that? You just download the software, invest in the coin now, or at a later time you'll pay a higher price on the secondary market, take it off the exchange, and put it into your.
So you know those people that go in the time machine and say, "Oh, I wish I knew about Bitcoin when it was only 20 cents." Yeah. This is what that is right now.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's going to be as big, but I would think eventually it'll probably be bigger because will be used in the continent of Africa as well as worldwide, the US and other places. And Bitcoin's going to have to go the way of the dodo with that.
Bitcoin would be like $1 million, and the only big corporations like BlackRock will be buying it, right? And
the rest it'll be out of reach for normal people.
Yeah. And as far as the investment goes, you're just like, it's just going to be floating at $1 million. You know? It's not like it's going to go from 1 million to 100 million. So
we're not talking about the quickie day trade stuff. Oh, I make $5 because that's a different topic whatsoever.
We're just talking about growth.
Yeah, leave a comment if you want about what you want to hear from or questions or something like that, and just like general stuff so we get an idea. Maybe. Sorry if it's as long, but
until next time.
Aloha.